Just keep your eyes closed. As we have been seeing in the Upanishads, being yourself which is absolutely effortless as it is, beginningless, endless, nothing to begin, never ends. There was a time in the beginning stages, like you are in the midst of clouds, storm, raging wind, but then you see the vast sky, the blue expanse, which never gets affected by the cloud, the rain, the cyclone. Same thing in yourself. When you see this cloudless sky, blue expanse of awareness yourself, no more you are affected by the gathering thoughts, the movements, their appearance and disappearance. Rather, you can be very well aware of the beginning and the end of everything, because you are the beginningless, endless awareness. Who you are, beginningless, endless. A thought prabhavapyayo, yogo hi prabhavapyayo. A thought begins, ends. Perception begins, ends. Having seen that, when you start a new book, that does not mean you start with the ignorance of the new student. You are in the same wisdom, but now it becomes easier for you to see through somebody's ignorance. It's like you learnt your language in a hard way. You learnt your numbers in a hard way. But as you go and observe another child is learning, you understand the process of learning, but you have already learnt it. It's the same way now. As you go through Bhagavad Gita, yet again you see the travel, apparent travel, pilgrimage from ignorance to wisdom. Human situations, transformation taking place. Where you travel as though from ignorance to knowledge. You can identify happily with other one's ignorance because you are with the knowledge that you are. So at no time you can afford to lose sight of yourself. Be wise, be the self. Identify with all levels. It is like knowing the result or end of the novel, yet reading through it again. Knowing the destination, yet apparently traveling through the whole distance again. It's like the guide who has seen the whole place but begins the travel with the beginning, with every new tourist. He has seen the whole routine in himself. Ask yourself the question, are you approaching Gita as a guide or a new tourist? You have seen the whole place. Your body, your sense organs, your thoughts, yourself, Ishvara, macrocosm, the whole landscape is clear. Yet you seem to enjoy your travel every day, guiding new tourists. You know the place, yet you're excited with their excitement. They love it, you love it more. For the guide, the place is never new, yet eternally fresh. As a student who have already gone through all your texts, introductions, now move with that approach. Always fresh. Just like the new book is like a new day. Another day dawns. But another truth doesn't come. The same reality, you see it every day, every moment, all times, all places, all conditions. Body changes, situations change. You always remain changeless. Books change. Teachers, students vary. The teaching continues. The truth is same. Just see that at all times. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stannanti Divyaistavaihi Vedeshanga Padakramopanishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanabhastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Sravanaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha. As you go through this text, please see with what attitude you are approaching it. As I told you in the beginning, Bhagavad Gita does not mean a new truth. Another text does not mean a new truth. Same thing. It's just like nowadays when you go from one city to another city around the world, the same type of places to see, like a sea world, ocean world, one museum. And you have some big parks, some waterfall. Every city, big metropolis, they have organized these tourist attractions. If you see one ocean world, you have seen the same thing everywhere. There will be few sharks, a few whales, few barracudas, few colored fish, same thing. Miniature, big way. You see a zoo, same thing. Few animals here and there. One or two may or may not be there like that. So once you have seen it, when next time you come to another city, they ask you, I mean, you like to go there? You know they are interested to go. You go for their sake. All right, come, let's go. Then when you see that shark, you say, oh, it's so beautiful, as though you are seeing it for the first time. Why? Or as the other person will have no enthusiasm. So you see that shark, see other animals. Exactly like that. The truth that you have seen in Tattva Bodha, same thing everywhere. Certain ideas are new somewhere, but that does not make a new truth. From a different way you can reach there, just like having a new food, but there is no new hungerlessness. Understand? You may eat something, whatever you eat, that takes away your hunger. So there is no new hungerlessness, but there are new tastes. New food is there. So new idea can be there. A new approach means a new idea, a thought, which reveals, points it out. But instead of being hungry for idea, you better have your hungerlessness. Enjoy the hungerlessness with yourself. Then ideas come. Sometimes it comes. So you enjoy the ignorance of Arjuna, his transformation. But you are not affected by his ignorance. The problem with average person is, since they are not convinced of themselves, whatever they listen, they say, oh, that is also right. Somebody is, you must meditate. I think we should meditate, Other people say, you should stand on your head. I think I should stand on the head. If somebody says, you must sing, then only, Nada Brahma, only through singing. Yeah, I think we should sing. That is the vagueness. The person doesn't understand the truth for himself. If you know what hungerlessness is, thereafter, some other food. You know the same museum, same natural history museum, same ocean world, same zoo everywhere. You have seen it. Same truth in all books. That is why, because of your contemplation, you see the same truth every day of your life, every moment of your life. As I told you, a new day dawns, not a new truth, not new you. You begin a book, that does not mean you begin another truth. So that approach. And once you see it, you enjoy other person's growth, transformation, appreciation, just like you have gone through your childhood, you have gone through your youth, you have gone through your adult days. Now you see your child going through, another child going through. You have studied, you have finished your master's, your PhD, your everything. See other person also going through. You know his difficulties because you know what difficulties you have gone through. But you don't go through the same difficulties again for others' sake. Understand the beauty. Because if you are eternally fresh brain, whatever you listen, that seems wonderful. So some fellow buries himself underground, I think I should bury myself underground. This is vagueness. You completely are away from their vagueness. Totally aware of yourself as to who you are. Then it's like you know the destination. You know the cloud comes, builds up, rains, but it's all cloudless sky again. So when the first time you saw the cloud, you might be frightened. What is this? Oh, the rain is coming. Oh, cyclone, strong breeze is coming. But then you know it begins with a blue sky, ends with a blue sky. So the next experience of rain is excitement, no fear. Same thing also, your thoughts, experiences of life, always you are. But for every child, new clouds will create new excitement. If you are fresh, you maintain your freshness, you also get excited with the child. And the child says, oh, this is such a lovely fish. You don't say, I've seen it all. When a child says the fish is so sweet, you don't say, I've seen it all. You say, oh, so sweet. Why? The child also is excited about it. Can you believe like that? Then life is fantastic. Okay? Now begin the game. Arjuna now appears, big boy. Commands. Read. Arjuna uvacha senayoruvayor madhye ratham sthapayamechyute yavadetan niriksheham yadhukaman avasthitan kairmaya sahayodhavyam asmin rana samudyame yotsyamanana veksheham yayetatra samagataha dharta rashtrasya durbuddhehe priya buddhe priya chikirshavaha. Right. Now he says, now you saw the whole background when all the conches, trumpets, all type cymbals, all type of instruments, when they started, everybody started blowing their instruments, in that sasabda tumulo bhavat, that sound filled the earth and the sky. And in that, in the background of that grand spectacle, enters Arjuna in the Kapidhvaja, the huge chariot, where Krishna is the charioteer. The flag carrying Hanuman is flying in the chariot, and he commands. See the image of confidence. Senayoru bhayoru madhye ratham sthapaye achyuta. Hey Achyuta, he reminds Krishna, your name is Achyuta. Achyuta means infallible. You take me to a place, don't run away from the battle. He reminds him by telling his name. It's like when people say, you know, you are the son of your great physicist. Now don't fail in physics. Your father was the top musician. Now don't be a frog. Right. That is what it is. So when you give a name, naturally this is what happens. Achyuta, you definitely say, hey Achyuta, come on. Be infallible. Don't move back. As though Krishna is going to go back. But that is what the image of confidence. Senayor ubhayor madhye, between the two armies, me ratham sthapaya. Please place my chariot between the two. Why? Yavat etan niriksheham yadhukaman avasthitan. So that aham nirikshe, I want to see who are the people who have come here to fight, desirous of fighting, who have assembled here. Who is going to fight with me? Because he is so confident about himself, he knows, can people dare to come fight with me? That type of attitude. Super duper attitude. Do they not know Arjuna? Do they not know Bhima? They have come to fight here. I want to see those guys. Yavadeta niriksheham. I want to see those people who are come to fight with me. Yodhukaman avaste. Kair maya sah odabhyam. Asmin ranasamudyame. Asmin ranasamudyame. In this battle array, in this battlefield, kai maya sah odabhyam. Maya sah, who is going to fight with me? I want to see that. So that he wants to invoke fear in the heart of the opponents when he just whacks down. You have seen this, when the two boxers come to the ring, they will come with menacing attitude just to frighten the hell out of the other fellow. Everybody shouting, everybody fighting, big muscles, big body, show off, big show off. He'll crush everything and take his trainer and throw him out to show, this is how he'll do the other fellow. So all these nonsense you see, same thing also. I want to see who is the one who is going to fight with me. Yasya manan aveksheham. I want to see these people who are going to fight with me. Yatra samagata, those who have assembled here. Why? Dhartarashtrasya durbuddhe. Sacrificed for the durbuddhi, the foolishness, stupidity of the son of Dhritarashtra, the Duryodhana. These people should know they are fighting a wrong cause. And they are fighting with the great warriors. They have sacrificed their life. Durbudhe, Budhe, Priya Chikirshava. Priya Chikirshu, instead of pleasing, in order to please the stupid son of Dhritarashtra, that is Duryodhana and others, these fellows have assembled, I want to see. Come on, place my chariot in between. So from that you can see the image of confidence. Everything completely under control. Only in the background of that, his collapse becomes outstanding. The whole contrast is so conspicuous that we shall see. Now, when he said that, now Sanjaya says, read. The story as I told you, go through. Sanjaya says, Sanjaya uvache eva mukto Hrishikeshaha gudakeshena bharata senayoruvayor madhye स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम् भीष्मद्रोण प्रमुखतः सर्वेषां च महीक्षिताम् उवाच पार्थ पश्यैतान् समवेतान् कुरूनिति. Oh, it's beautiful. Sanjaya now, Sanjaya the reporter, reports the king. Eva muktah Hrishikeshaha gudakeshena bharata. He Bharata, he Dhritarashtra. Gudakeshena eva muktah, being thus told by, commanded by Arjuna, Krishna placed the chariot, Hrishikeshaha. Different names are given. We shall see the meaning of different names as the text continues. Don't worry about it. Hrishikesha, so Krishna, what did he do? Place the chariot. Dhritarashtra might have thought, when Arjuna is commanding Krishna, Krishna must feel offended and say, okay, you keep your horse, I'm going. Huh? Who do you think you are? You are commanding me, So because you are always waiting for that, so that everybody feels comfortable. If they go away, so Dhritarashtra will feel very happy. No. Krishna, one who is absolutely, when you are aware of yourself, you can play any game. You can be the Lord of the universe, you can be the charioteer of your devotee. That is the power of wisdom. Power of wisdom is jale jalam, taile tailam. The power of wisdom is it makes you a drop in the water, water in the water, oil in the oil. You are an invisible presence. There is no role which you cannot play. Only people who are riddled with inferiority complex cannot play small roles. People who are riddled with superiority complex cannot play small roles. But the person who is absolutely confident of himself shall play any role. You ask him to a donkey? Yes. Horse also? Yes. You be the top? Yeah, of course. You are the last one? You're right. Why? Because wherever he is aware of himself. Are you getting the difference, please? Whatever he does, he is aware of himself. He is being what he is, that does not depend upon other people's estimation. I know I am a billionaire. I have chosen to be in a hotment for 2 days. Other people say, how can you stay there? Hey, that doesn't take my billions away because I am staying in hotment for 2 days. I can stay in the best place also. Oh, you have to sit down in that car, one with the 4 people. It's all right, why not? How can he go there? He travels only in plane, his personal jet. That is why he can travel with this also. But people cannot, are you getting that point? This is where the wisdom. Wisdom is something which doesn't make you exclusive, all inclusive. You are comfortable under all circumstances. Whatever food comes, whatever dress comes, whatever arrangement, whatever is there. Why? If this is yet available, that's what I want. I want to change it, I will change it. But not creating a crisis out of it. Do you understand? See Krishna, what a role, the Lord of the universe, but now driving the chariot of this boy. He could have told, I'm an incarnation man, what do you think of me? Putting me in front of behind the donkeys, behind these horses. Get lost. No, see, you have come here, please. Because you are God, so you sit in the thing, I am going to hold. Then am I going to die in the battle? But that is the attitude of ordinary so-called devotee who is dazzled by greatness. Please appreciate. Other people may be dazzled by your greatness, but you are not dazzled by your greatness, nor you dazzle others blind with your greatness. You are absolutely ordinary. An extraordinary person is absolutely ordinary. Only ordinary people attempt to be extraordinary. That is because they are not sure of themselves. A person is sure of himself, wherever he is, that is the center. I don't have to be the center of attraction. Wherever I am, that is the center. If that confidence you have, where shall you be? Anywhere, any role, any time. If the other person does not recognize my greatness, that person is stupid or I am stupid and getting angry with him. If the other person doesn't recognize my greatness, that is how he is supposed to be. Because he is ignorant, he doesn't know. Am I aware of my greatness? Yes. Then why are you affected if others don't recognize your greatness? What is the logic? It's like the rich man being told by an ordinary person, you are poor. So should he commit suicide? You understand? The confidence. Ishvara. Life teaches more, not the speech. If Krishna would have told, you should be same in both the circumstances, but himself protesting, Putting me in the driver. Then you tell him, thanks for your cheating, not teaching. I'm going. You can't take it. That is why what you live is much more important than what you speak. As they say, who you are is so loud, I can't hear what you speak. Who you are is so loud, angry, short-tempered, jealous, stupid, insensitive, harsh, hard-hearted. And you are talking about what? Kindness, compassion, acceptance, sensitivity. Give me a break. Nobody listens to it. That is why living. So Krishna sitting down there, full of confidence. And what did he do? Eva Mukta Rushi Kesha, sitting down, listen, told by him, Senayor Rubhayor Madhye Ratham Uttamam Ratham Sthapayitva. He did the exactly same. Between the two armies, he placed that mighty chariot. Where? Bhishma Drona Pramugataha. Right in front of Bhishma Drona, not somewhere, so that Arjuna can underestimate. Oh, I want to boost the confidence of my master, so I should take him to idiots, right? You want to boost the confidence of people? What do? You take them to lesser human beings. Compare them with lesser people, so that the fellow stands out. Not in wisdom. When he says, place me between the chariots, I want to see who with whom we are going to fight, he puts them in front of Bhishma Drona Pramukata. Right in front of Bhishma and Drona, so that Arjuna doesn't take it for granted that this fight is going to be a walkover. No boy, that will not happen. Bhishma Drona Pramukata, putting them chariot in between the two armies. Sarvesham cha mahikshitam, in front of the great kings, Uvacha, who? Krishna, Uvacha, told what? Partha, Pasyaitan Samavetan Kuruniti. Underline that statement. That is one line which is the crux of the entire first chapter. Hey Partha, reminding him, Prutha Putra, you are the son of your mother. Meaning you are very soft, because the softness is going to come as though. Hey Partha, friendly terms, Partha, Yetan Samavetan Kurun Pasya. That is the one statement and the only statement Krishna has given in the entire first chapter. Because he knows, second chapter onwards, 17 chapters you have to talk, non-stop. So the only statement he has given. Etan, please see, Etan Samavetan Kurun Pasya. Pasya, please see Etan, these Samavetan Kurun, assembled Kurun Shatrun Pasya. See the enemy. Why? You have to fight a battle with the enemies, not with your friends, your brothers, your sisters. See that language. Kurun Pasya, Shatrun Pasya. See these assembled enemies. Because why it enemies? Until today they were your brothers. Now that they have not fulfilled their part of the transaction, promise, commitment, you are not fighting with your brothers anymore. You are fighting with somebody who denies you the privilege of yours. Understand the point? So, Satrun Pasya, please see the enemy. That is Krishna. And what Arjuna saw, read the next verse. Tatra pasyat stitan partah pitrunata pitamahan acharyan matulan vratrun Putran Putran Sakhinstatha Swasuran Srudaschaive Senayo Ubhayorapi Tan Samikshya Sakaunteya Sarvan Bandhunavasthitan Krupaya Paraya Vishtaha Vishidan Nidam Abravit. Now Arjuna stands there, commanding Krishna, put my chariot in between the two armies, and Krishna placed the chariot in between the two armies, right in front of Bhishma, Drona and all those mighty warriors, and gave the most appropriate, meaningful statement. Yetan samavetan kurun pasya. See the assembled enemies with whom you are going to fight. And what did Arjuna do? Tatra pasyat partha tatra sthitan apasyat partha. Arjuna, what did he saw? He saw the assembled there. Who? Pitrun atha pitamahan, father-like figures. Pitamaha Bhishma, grandfather, grandsire. Acharyan, Drona, Krupa, all the teachers. Matulan, Shakuni and others, maternal uncles. Bhratrun, brothers, cousin brothers. Putran, children, his children, other children, Duryodhana, everybody's children. Pautran, grandchildren. Sakhin, Putran, Putran, Sakhin, also friends. Swasuran, fathers-in-law. Surudhaschaiva, Surut, very intimate friends. Senayo Ubhayorapi. Between the two armies, who all are people there? What are they? Who are the people assembled there? All known people. Just see, please, this is where we shall observe. Please appreciate how the man goes crazy. You lose the objectivity in your life. The moment you lose the objectivity, you collapse from the height of decisiveness to the abysm, to the abyss, depth of indecision, misery and pain. All because you lose the objectivity. Please see that. Objectivity means to see things exactly as they are. So he, instead of seeing the Kurun, Satrun, see that word, how, that is why, what shall you say? Beauty of this tradition, beauty of the scriptures. Satrun Pasya. Why? Because you can fight with the enemy. But instead of seeing the Satru, now Arjuna starts seeing father, mother, brothers, friends, maternal uncles, all relatives, dear and near ones, respected teachers, loving grandfather, all these things he starts seeing. See that mind now. Once he starts seeing it, can he fight the battle? You can't fight battle with your friends. That is why when you are fighting with your brother, listen, when you are fighting with your brother, as though moneylender, that time somebody will try to bring you back to the brother's role and tell, how can you fight with your brother? That is the resolving the problem. And you want to fight? Don't see your brother. You want to resolve the problem? See your brother. Here, that person, Kauravas are not ready to be brothers anymore. They are competitors. But you are not yet gone into that mode. How can you fight? That is why good people, usually so-called good people, for whom goodness is a weakness, cannot punish the bad fellow. Because the bad fellow doesn't like to change. But the good person doesn't want to change to be bad to face the bad. Just because dog bites me, shall I bite a dog? That is the words they will use. Just because a dog bites me, shall I bite a dog? But if the dog bites you, you don't be a dog to bite him. You be a stronger to bite the dog. So if you say that, this is violence. Violence for whom? This is what we shall see. Why it is so? We'll go step by step. So here he sees now. Instead of seeing the Satrun, he sees father, brother, uncle, all these things. So now he says, Tan samikshe sa kaunteya sarvan bandhun avastitan. Kaunteya tan sarvan bandhun avastitan bandhun samiksha. Having seen those assembled friends, relatives, brothers, teachers, fathers, grandfathers, fathers-in-law, all this personal relationship comes in. Krupaya paraya avishta. Totally avishta, or totally overwhelmed by krupa, compassion. Completely got overwhelmed by this love, infatuation, compassion, and Vishidan, now suddenly overwhelmed by grief. That confidence now replaces by the grief. Why? Because the professional fighter is overtaken by the personal Arjuna. That is where the problem comes. When the professional is overwhelmed by the person, the professional one gets overwhelmed by the person. You are the judge. You are supposed to pass the judgment on the criminal. When the criminal happens to be your son or your daughter, usually they withdraw you from the case. Why? Your objectivity will be lost. You shall not see the criminal there. You shall see your son there. How can I punish my son? But you are not punishing your son. You are punishing the criminal. But not many people can have that objectivity. Let us not force too much into people. Those who can, they can. Like a doctor, a surgeon, the top class, world class surgeon, he will operate on everybody, but not on his wife, his son or his daughter. Because by chance something happens under these seizures and the operation, suppose the person dies, he shall carry it in his heart for the rest of his life that I killed my son. Hundreds have been killed under his operation, in his operation theatre, but that has not put any guilt in his heart. But I killed my son. Because the surgeon takes the back seat, father comes to the front. Are you getting that? So this is known as this is where you can see the professional is overtaken by the person. So that has happened now. So that transformation has taken place. Arjuna was sheer confident because archer, the prince of the time, the prince of the kingdom, fighter for the legitimate share. As long as that mood is there, you can fight. But suddenly it is replaced by the student of the teacher, the brother of the brother, the son-in-law of the father-in-law, the grandson of the grandfather, father of the children, grandfather of the children, friends of the friends. How the whole role, just see that whole role completely takes over. All these roles comes over completely. And the professional is now, where? Where is the professional now? Buried. You have to look for that professional now inside. Every person goes through this literal crisis in life. You want to marry a boy or you want to marry a girl. So the lover in you, the friend in you is supreme. That completely drowns that you are son of somebody, daughter of somebody, friend of somebody, belong to this family, that you are a student, you must finish your studies, or you have got a commitment in a particular thing, you should first finish that commitment before you get committed to this boy or the girl. Everything takes a backseat. Why? I am infatuated by this boy or girl. Just think. Any example you can take. One example. Or suppose you have got an idea. Think of, suppose you have got an idea. You are obsessed by a gold chain, a diamond necklace. Think of it. You are obsessed by a car. You are obsessed by a trip. That I must take this trip, I must have this car. And in order to get that car or get that trip or take that diamond necklace, you need $100,000. You shall cheat your friend, deny your parents, be corrupt in the office, compromise on every deal. Why? Diamond necklace. That house, this car. So anything can be compromised. Are you getting that point, please? Just see that. This is how every human being, are you getting that point, please? Every human being gets completely overwhelmed by all the roles. You forget you are the son of so-and-so, daughter of so-and-so, friend of so-and-so, you come from such a family. Completely forget. That boy, I want only that boy. That girl, that's a diamond, that money, that job. Therefore, anything can be compromised. Your objectivity is totally lost. Like some people become money mad. When you are money mad, you will kill your husband, destroy your wife, cheat your friends, cheat your brother, cheat your sister, everybody. Why? Money. Power. Position. Just think of it. Please see that. Anything. The moment any type of obsession comes in. Arjuna is a good man. He loves his teachers. How can you not love your teacher? Who has made you the greatest archer of the time? And can you kill that teacher? For whose sake, now I have been the top archer. Now I have to fight with the teacher. Oh my God. And to win the kingdom, I have to kill him. And he is standing there. And grandfather, so loving. Finished. Now you can say, oh my God, then he should be given a chance to kill others. Suddenly you shall say objectivity, he's given others. Why can he kill others? He can as well get away. No. He cannot. Why? There is a difference between, understand, ordinary people and the prince, the king. This is Raja Dharma. You are the king of a kingdom. Please see this point very clearly. Not only you are the son of somebody, daughter of somebody, brother of somebody, son of somebody, grandson of somebody, but you are also prince. You are the ruler. Especially in case of Arjuna's case. In this case, because he is the king. If the king runs away, understand what happens. If the king runs away, he shall hand over the entire kingdom in a platter to the wrong forces. Even an ordinary person runs away from the family, nobody else is affected. If the king runs away, the kingdom is affected. That is why the role of a prince is more important to him than the role of a father or a brother or a son. This is Raja Dharma. You are the prince. If he runs away, the whole kingdom shall be taken over by the evil force. Therefore, he has to remember himself. I am the prince. But that the prince is now completely hidden. Completely hidden by the human being that he is. That is why when emotional roles come over, you usually compromise with your professional positions. Whatever is right, you don't do it again, because emotions take over. When you are a ruler, you have no personal life. In a sense, understand, you can live your personal life. But if the personal life comes in conflict with the interest of the country, personal life can be sacrificed. That is why the leader has no time to grieve for the death of his own son. It happened, no, that in India it happened, that Indira Gandhi's son, when he died, what is his name? Sanjay Gandhi. There was some 25 years back. The plane crashed, he died. His son died. As the Prime Minister of the country, where is your time for grieving? As a mother, you have to grieve silently inside yourself. Hundreds of files are coming in. Hundreds of people are coming in. Situations are demanding your time. As a Prime Minister, you shall have no time. You can be a mother, sometimes when everything is given up, sit down, cry, do something, whatever you feel like doing it. But other role is so demanding, you have no time for literally living your personal tragedy. Think. You have to be, that is why this self-awareness, juggling. You have to, it's like a juggler between personal, professional roles. Hundreds of different things inside, you must know. Anyway, now just see that all these things we shall see. So here he says, na, Vishidan Krupaya Paraya Vishta Vishidan. Now suddenly grief has overtaken him. And totally overwhelmed by grief, idam abravit. Now he starts talking. What did he say? Hey Krishna, read. Arjuna uvache drishtve mam swajanam Krishna yuyutsum samupasthitam romaharshasya jayate gandivam sransate hastat tvakchaiva paridahyate nacha shaknomyavasthatum Brahmativa cha me manah nimittani cha pashyami viparitani keshava nacha shreyo nupashyami hatva swajanamahave. Bah, look at the transformation. Here Arjuna says, O Lord, hey Krishna, ime swajanam društva yutsum samupastitam mama gatrani sidanti mukham parishusyati sarire bepathusya romaharshasya jayate. Having seen these people, samupastitam, those who are assembled here, desires of fighting, Swajanam Krishna, my own people. See that? He is supposed to see the enemy or his relatives now? He says, see the Kurun Pasya. He says, Swajanam Pastva, Swajanam. Seeing my own people, what happens to me? Mama Gatrani Sidanti. My whole body is now trembling. This is the psychosis. The feeling. In the modern psychological language, they shall say, when you go through depression, dejection, disappointment, this happens to you. What happens? Gatrani, these are all the symptoms of depression. See how it is. Mama gatrani sidanti. My whole, all the limbs shivering, shaking. Mukham cha parishusyati, mouth dries up. when you're in a very happy mood, this happens to you, no? Understand? In a happy mood, in a very happy mood, nothing. Everything, absolutely top class. Arjuna before and after, you see? Before, absolute image of confidence. Come on, take this chariot, place them between the two armies. I want to see who is the one who is going to fight with me. They have come fighting with me. They dare to fight with me. I want to see them. Who are the guys? Oof. Such a pleasure to drive such an confident commander. Now suddenly he collapses. I am going home. Bepathuscha sarire me, sarire, bepathu means all shivering comes in my body. I don't know, Lord. And sidanti mama gatrani, the body is slowing down. That enthusiasm is not there. The whole body is slowing down. There is no enthusiasm. Roma harshasya jayate, haripulation takes place. This hair standing on the end, Roma harshasya jayate. Gandivam sransate hastat. With this Gandiva, this is the mighty arch and the bow with which you have to fight. And nobody can even lift that bow which Arjuna lifts. It's such a powerful one. Hastat sansade, it falls away, slips away from my hand. Why? I can't hold it. Gandivam sansade hastat. Tvakchaiva paridahyate. The skin is burning. Tvakchaiva paridahyate. The skin is burning. Then, nacha shaknomi avasthatum Brahmati ivachaya manaha. Avasthatum na shaknoti. I cannot sit down steady. See that? I cannot sit down steady. Why? Me mana brahmati. My mind is in a spin. You understand the clear picture? If ever you have gone through some depressive moment, agitated, anger, hatred, jealousy, some type of overwhelming emotion, this is what happens. You loved a person. Think, you can see the opposite, right? Here is a person, his kindness is overwhelmed. But most people are overwhelmed by anger. Here, being overwhelmed by kindness is a rare occasion. Good man only. Good people will be overwhelmed by compassion. They cannot function anymore. They see somebody cheating them, they lose everything. If you are a good person, you get overwhelmed by compassion, concern. But if you are an angry person, if you are a depressive person, naughty person, what happens to you is you get overwhelmed by anger, hatred, jealousy. So you are loving that person because she loved you, you loved her, she loved you, man, woman, doesn't matter, friend, you are a good relationship. Then suddenly you discover the person is doing something else which you don't like. Then what happens? Sidanti mama gatrani. How can she do that? How can he do that? It can be a relationship, it can be a subordinate, it can be a superior, it can be an inferior, it can be a friend, it can be a lover, it can be a teacher, it can be a employer, anybody. You think that person has done something wrong. If you are a sensitive person, somebody has done something wrong, that person says he doesn't like me anymore. Okay, bye, I go. I withdraw. Suppose you are an angry person, I have to teach the fellow a lesson. And what happens? Your body is now shivering. How can I do that to me? Anger. Bepathuscha sarire me. The body shivers. Kampa. eyes red, face flushing, skin burning, rumors, then tvakchaiva paridayate. The car handle, you can't hold the steering wheel. You have to get out of the car. You can't write in your pen, put down the pen. You can handle your remote control, drop it. Why? I am in such a bad mood. Same person who 1 hour back was all love, all affection, all nice, all kind. Now the same person, what is happening? A sea change has overtaken. In the clear sky, a mighty cyclone has risen. A tornado is being formed. Romarsasya. Najas shaknomi avastatum. Oh Lord, I can't sit down on this chariot. Why? Me mana bhramati. My mind is in a full spin. I don't know what to do. Therefore, nimittani cha pasyami. I project everything inauspicious in my life. I think somebody is going to die, I am going to die, everything will be lost, family will be gone. Nimittani cha pasyami. Your mind projects, these are the things will happen, somebody is going to die, somebody is going to pay for it. Oh, you. In your moments of anger, what do you project? Everybody will be smiling, happy, enjoy some dinner. When your mind is, you are so angry, what do you say? Sridhar, the fellow is in the street, I am in the street, or he is in the street, either I die or he dies. That is the beautiful language comes to your head. Either I am destroyed or he is destroyed. Either of the two remain. Why can't both remain? No. Either you are at home or I am at home. Whom are you talking? Both of you built that home. Husband and wife. Personal relationship. Please think of it. So the battle does not mean Kurukshetra. The battlefield is your own brain. Two sides of you are in other. Two sides of you. One side is a good side. Other side is a tough side. Now the good side is overtaken. That is why it's a total psychological warfare inside. You can see it is dramatized outside. Dramatized outside. You have been a naughty boy so long. Think. You have been a naughty boy so long. What is naughty boy? Whatever you feel like doing, you are doing. You want to see? See. Hear, hear. Taste, taste. Touch, touch. Smell, smell. Whatever you think you want to do, you are doing it. Whatever you are thinking. That individuality has ruled the roost for a long time. Now, the goodness you is coming up. Hey, this is tiring, no good. Now you want to retrieve that mind. When you want to retrieve that mind, the good force, you are becoming now a brahmachari, person is interested in knowing this happiness, absolute. But do you have to use the same mind? No. But that mind is completely under control of the other boys, Kauravas. Hundreds of bad boys have completely overtaken that kingdom of mind. Now these little 5 brothers, only 5 means very less in number. Good forces are very less in number. Now they want to fight. Now when they want to fight, you think the 100 brothers are going to give up? In the process, what do you feel? The good person that is, certainly is better to be destroyed. Why changing those things? You are completely destroyed. That is why you cannot afford to give up. You have to win back the mind, kingdom within yourself. Anyway, just please see. This battle takes place. And what he says, Nimittani japashyami, I see all inauspicious things, viparitani keshava. Nacha sreyo anupashyami, I don't see anything good coming out of it. We don't want to kill them. If they kill us up also, the whole kingdom will be destroyed. He will give you 100 reasons now. Hatva swajanam ahave. Ahave in this battle, swajanam hatva, having killed our own people. I don't think there is any good in this. He only can see that. Duryodhana doesn't mind. Let them be killed because I will win the kingdom. A good person, that is why, goes through more conflict than a bad person. A sensitive man goes through more conflict. Insensitive person has no conflict. How does it matter? Let it go to dogs. It's like you have planted a tree. An insensitive man comes to cut it down. How long it takes? Chop. Plucking a mango. Taking a flower. But if you are sensitive, no, don't do that. If they want to cut down the tree, it's like cutting you down. Think of it. Building an empire, building an empire is not a joke. Destroying, how long it takes? 1 second. When you are angry, you don't mind destroying the whole household. The whole family goes. Let it go. You don't care. Because I am no more happy with it. So completely destroy it. This thing. So all these things, when he says, so hatva swajanam avasya, I don't, because you are sensitive, you see these things. Therefore he says, oh Lord, I don't think anything good. Therefore, read it, we shall see in the afternoon. Tomorrow, please. Nakangshe vijayam Krishna. Nacharajyam sukhani che. Kim no rajyena govinda. Kim bhogair jivitena va. See that transformation from the person telling what? Place my chariot in between, I want to see who are the ones who have come here to fight with me. So they can get killed and I'll get the kingdom. Now he says what? Nakangshe vijayam Krishna. Hey Krishna, I don't want any victory. I don't want any victory. Nacha rajyam. You may say, oh, you don't want to fight the battle, but you want the kingdom. No, I don't want the kingdom also. You don't want the kingdom, but you want the pleasures out of the kingdom. Nacha sukhanicha. Neither the pleasures of the kingdom. Nothing. Kim no rajyena govinda. What is there for us in a kingdom? Why? We have lived without it for some time. Now I can also live without it. I want to go forest. Usually, the good people give up. And that is why every people think good people means must run away, escape. Here the whole mood of Mahabharata is aggressive goodness. If good people, every good person drops out, who will fix the world? Therefore the good person should not be bad. Good person should be absolute, beyond good and bad, so that smilingly destroy the bad and keep the good. That is the beauty. That is the ultimate in management, ultimate in leadership, ultimate in living. To deal with the bad, you don't have to be bad. Go beyond good and bad. Because bad and good are opposite forces. That will clash. You be the absolute. Because certain times even bad also can be used. As even good also can be used and misused. As in bad can be good, used and misused. Good also can be used and misused. But you use the same thing that the other person is doing to destroy you. You destroy him out. But you are not feeling great about it. There is no sense of victory. That is what normal thing is, absolute. That is why aggressive goodness, we shall see more of it tomorrow. Okay, just think of this is where the whole psychological evolution takes place. First you are obsessed, now you are crumbling, again you shall rise ultimately, so that you can face all the situations in life. Close your eyes, please.